My name is Maddie, Maddie Taylor. I'm a senior at Penn State. I study biology, ecology, and global health. And I'm doing a lot of things on campus, but the thing I'm most passionate about this year is definitely Schreyer for Women. It's the Honors College's first female-focused professional organization.
Equity at its best.
This is our interview with Maddie Taylor, and the question was, what is Schreyer for Women?
It's in its first year, so it's brand new. It's like kind of like my little startup. We do service events that are female focused. We do career development, and it's a community. Is sort of the bottom line. It's a space for people to make new friends, and it's an incubator for new ideas, and it's just a place for women in the Honors College to come together and to connect. Before Schreyer for Women, there really wasn't a designated place for this, and so we feel like we've really tapped into a need. For Schreyer scholars, and going well so far. I mean, every day is a new adventure. I feel like I'm learning so much. I try one thing one day, completely fails. Next day, find something that's a big success. So it's been a great learning experience for me, and definitely a test of my leadership. But yeah, we've got this sort of divergent mission going on. We're sort of figuring out, like, do we exist to empower other women? Like, completely acknowledging that, like, women in Schreyer are, like, have a ton of privilege at this university. We're in a good space to be able to help others, not just ourselves. So there's that side of our mission, which is kind of the service aspect of things, like how can we take what we know, what we're good at, and help other women to succeed, both locally in State College and as well as internationally. We have some ties to a home for girls in Kenya that I've done some work at, and so that's sort of our global reach. But then on the other side of things, a lot of what our members are looking for is academic support, funnily enough. Schreyer is good at providing, support about writing your thesis and, what classes to take, but that tends to be for older students. They think, we'll tackle the thesis process when you get to be a junior, but there's a lot of students who, as a freshman and sophomore, really want guidance in how to get a good project, how to get into a lab, all sorts of things like that. So trying to be a space for academic help support like that is a big one. It's hard as a freshman to know how to schedule what classes and how to just set yourself up for success in the semesters to come. Another thing that we've noticed is needing access to women who are in fields that we want to be in eventually, and just getting access to them, hearing their stories, because I think a lot of women in Schreyer, have these great ideas and these ambitions and goals, but don't really know how it's going to manifest into a career, into a life's work. And so a lot of what we do on the career development side of things is just getting Schreyer scholars access to people who are doing incredible things outside of Penn State. We've had some really great speakers come in. Just last night we had, going back to Hakima Place, the director come in from Kenya to talk to us about what it's like to work for an international NGO, to work in women's empowerment, how to work in it, like what it's like to work in international development. So that was really awesome. We've had some CEOs come in from big name companies, sort of playing into the theme of, like, what it's like to be a woman in leadership in a male-dominated field. STEM and getting women into STEM is, we're trying to recruit leaders from those realms to come talk to us. And just also acknowledging that Penn State and Schreyer especially has an incredible alumni base of just people who are literally changing the world. So getting our members more access to them is something that we feel that just, from our surveys and from talking to our members, like, that's what people need. And then the bottom line is, I sort of alluded to this earlier, but the sense of community. People meet, friends on their halls or in their clubs and stuff, but it's just nice to have an open community to say, hey, like, if you want to get together this week and talk about your boy problems, like, we're here for that. If you want to talk about sexual health, we're here for that. If you want to talk about how your classes are going or what's really challenging for you, we're just a space for all sorts of conversations, both for men and women. We have mixed meetings, like co-ed meetings every week. So yeah, it's great. First, I would say find an awesome group to do it with. Like, I just have to say, I can definitely not do this alone. I have an incredible leadership team that works with me. We're always in contact about this. They're as passionate about it as I am, and this is not a one-woman show. Like, I could not run this organization alone. So definitely find your tribe, lock them down, say, like, hey, this is a need, we need to do this, and just get people on board. And the other thing I would say is, just be flexible, be open. Like, the times are changing, as they say. I feel like staying up with the news and really being in tune with what's going on in the world current event wise is really important to our org, and just like, you know, kind of staying on our toes and acknowledging what issues are popping up on the daily versus what we faced in the past. Just being a dynamic and flexible is also super important. I feel like I tweak our mission statement a little bit every day, kind of as we're evolving as an organization. Schreyer for Women, find us on Facebook is probably the best way. We have a Facebook group, so you can join that to get in on the happenings. We also have a Facebook page that you can like and see our updates and kind of see what we're up to. Definitely feel free to reach out to me personally if you want to get involved. We are really focused on hearing our members' voices this year. I mean, I don't feel like I should just make an organization how I want it to be, because then it would be an org for me and not for my people and not for my followers and our members. So like, definitely come talk to me. We'll get coffee. We can have a conversation about what you want Schreyer for Women to be. I want everyone to feel like they have a stake in the club and that it's not just a show that me and 5 other people are putting on.